Can you transfer money from a credit card to a debit card? We're going to talk about that answer towards the end of the video, but first I'm going to tell you why you probably don't even want to use a debit card. So the three things we're going to talk about is how do you maximize your credit cards and actually stop using your debit card? Number two, how do you apply and actually maximize your credit and credit card use? And then number three, I want to talk about the common mistakes people use with the credit card. And again, stay to the end to find out your answer, whether you can transfer and how to transfer. So first of all, why put your debit card away? Well, because your debit card pulls money straight out of your bank account and there's no liability protection. So have you ever used a debit card on some sort of a charge and then tried to get a refund or a credit back? You have to do all the work. The bank's not doing any of the work and they won't front you the cash back. You use a credit card, you have some, I'm going to call it liability protection, because you can call the credit card company, say you either didn't want that charge, you want to cancel the charge, reverse the charge. They'll actually put money back on your card so you actually have the room to move and use it while they go fight the battle for you. So they do most of the work. Also, why use a credit card? Points. Points, points, points. So a lot of you get cash back credit cards. A lot of folks like those. I think you're missing the boat by not going for big points. Points you can use across all sorts of avenues, not only for food, for gas, but use it for travel, use it for hotels, you can use it for rental cars. You can actually buy technology, you can buy golf clubs, you can buy a kayak, you can buy all sorts of stuff with your points. So points doubled up, and actually in some of the cards, Amex, for example, they'll 6x your points, depending on how you want to get it done. Other things by using your credit card is you maximize your credit score, which you want to keep your credit score up, and you don't have to pay for 30 days. So you're using somebody else's money for 30 days. It stays at 0% as long as you pay it off every month, which is the strategy on how to use credit cards. Now, how do you apply and get more? Well, number one, how you apply for a card is a very, very specific process. So already in my YouTube channel, there is a 4-part playlist on how to get a credit card for the first time. So go up to my search bar and search it. And I have hours and hours of why this topic of using a credit card over a debit card. But in the application process, just to give you a highlight before you go watch the 4-part series, it's all about your income. And I don't care how many student athletes that are on scholarships or just students that are on scholarships going to college, don't put any of their scholarship money as income. So you want to put all the income that you are getting and anticipate. And there's your key. So a lot of times people say, well, I'm starting a company, I'm not making any money. So you might get like $250, $500. If you're lucky, you might get a $2,500 line. If you actually say, I'm on track to make $100,000, and you actually are, because you're in a 100K program, then you're going to get about a $25,000 to $30,000 line. So it's all in the application and how you apply to get the most cards and maximize your benefit. The other thing that most of you probably don't do, and I highly encourage you to do, is actually call in for bigger limits. A lot of times you live for years and years on a very, very small limit. If you have good utilization and you're spending, paying it off, spending, paying it off, you can call every 30, 60 days and ask for a credit increase and more utilization. So other strategies that are going to help you not only apply, but have better use of your credit is have 4 to 6 cards, use them on a regular basis, and you never want them paid off all at one time. You want to have debt in the system at all times. Do you want to make it? You want to spend it. You want to make it? You want to spend it. So say you have 4 cards, you pay off the card number 1, like week 1 of the month, and then week 2, and then week 3, and then week 4, you start using those cards again. So you've got to stay on constant utilization. The other thing that I do, and I'm aggressive about it, but in my Make Your Kids Millionaires kids book, I talk about giving your kids credit cards as early as 12, 13, 14 years old. Now you give them a very, authorized user limit and very reduced limit, and make sure that they do the reconciliation every month, or you take it back away. What does that do for you? Because it's actually under your personal credit score, or you could put it under one of your corporate credits. Either one, they're going to help you to get better corporate credit or better personal credit. So before I talk about the last point, I want you to subscribe to my channel, click that notification button. I want you here 5 days a week. We're here for you and your family. So any kid that you have that's over 5 years old should be listening to the channel. And this month we're coming out with a YouTube journal about what you're learning on the channel and what are you going to do about it. So after 365 days, you are going to have quite the action plan on becoming a millionaire. So number 3, the biggest mistakes that most people make with credit cards is if you don't use it, you cancel it. Do not cancel the cards. If you want to expire them out, they can expire out on their own. But by canceling cards, you actually give yourself a 50 to 60 point discount on your credit score. So don't cancel your cards. Don't live debt free. You want to use the system. The financial services system is here to be used. You want to make a lot of money, you want to spend a lot of money, and you want to use your credit cards to do it. So those of you who want better credit, you want to get a home loan, you want to get a vehicle loan, you just want to have better credit, you need to start accessing the system. A debit card does nothing to help you do any of that. The final thing that I want to talk about is the can you transfer from a credit card to a debit card? Yes, you can. Two different ways, but why? Why would you take cash off a credit card and move it into your checking account so you can pull it back out of a debit card? You lose all the benefits I just talked about. The other way that I've seen people do it, if you really need cash, is you have your own merchant provider and you actually run your credit card and like use your card. Now you're going to pay a credit card fee, so there's a whole fee attached to it. And then again, why put it in a bank account that's going to immediately be taken out of? Use somebody else's money for 30 days, just pay them off every month. So if you have any questions, go to askloral.com at any time. We are there 24 hours a day answering questions, and twice a month, if you join the membership, you can come live and we'll do a little mini makeover and a sequencing on you and your current plan. Talk to you tomorrow.